Rick asks, you say at every given moment in time, do exactly what you feel like doing, knowing there's nobody doing anything. Do you still believe this is something a seeker can or should practice? Thanks. I tend to stay away from practices because, when I said that, it's not meant to be a practice. That's a description of something that happens. It's not meant to be a prescription. Yeah. And I think, like myself, it will be drastically misinterpreted. In the end, it's coming back to presence and letting presence speak. And letting consciousness speak. That was Ramesh. Stillness speak was Eckhart Tolle. Consciousness speaks was Ramesh Balsaka. I'm remembering now. Yeah, so, like description of how to act. I mean, the idea that there is a you there acting as an idea, but that you that feels like it is acting is being influenced by ideas that it's hearing. I understand that. So I say an idea, and then that mind might absorb that idea and then think it knows what it means and enact that. And I can see how these ideas could be dangerous because maybe the person mistakes presence for saying, I've got to kill 100 people. I think I was watching this YouTube video about this killer that it fascinates me, this element of the psyche. The killer killed somebody and said that God told them to kill that person, and they've been in prison 20 years and they absolutely convinced that they're not guilty of their crime because God told them that they had to do that and they were just following God's word. So, all of this is really complex, and I can't transport to you what I mean by present speaking. To me, it feels like love. It feels like absolute contentment. It's not like a seeking energy. It's like a natural, organic, still energy. And it feels very present, and from that, actions arise. And yeah, there can be times when the intellect is used, but even the intellect is arising from that presence. But it's different from this seeking person that's like striving in a time and imagination. Yeah, I know it's really confusing. It is confusing. Yeah. Yeah. So don't take my words too seriously. Use them as a guide. What it's coming back to present, to being really present and letting presence speak and hear and act. Like, who is hearing now? What is hearing now? The mind says it's me as a character. The mind says it's me as a thought. But that's not true. That is not true. There is no you there that is acting. Who is this you? This is why it's so good to question the nature itself, because, you know, the person is so deluded by itself, you know. It's so invested, me. Who is meing now? Is there a you there in presence? That's the question. Is there a you there in this? There's nobody here. We're all empty as fuck. We're totally empty. There's just presence happening.